Hey, energy party people. It's that time again. Okay, calm down. Calm down, sit down, and relax. And let's do some magic. And let's go ahead and smudge the space with some Palo Santo wood as I get this going. And then we will play my beautiful theme song, care of Artica Productions. Here we go.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Coley.
Okay. So it looks like there's a couple people checking in, or somebody's checking in. Let's see. Hello, Energy Perry people. Oh, we're Perry people today. Okay, that's Artica Productions, meaning Art and Erica. Oh, and we also have, well, before we get to anybody else, let's go ahead and play Art and Erica's fabulous theme song. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Art and Erica, Erica and Art. Thank you for joining us, doing your part. Yeah.
Yeah, I really am bummed that I can't sing along. Well, I guess I can do whatever I want, but whenever I've checked, well, it's always different. Sometimes it's in sync when I watch a recording of this, and other times it's not. So I'm not willing to take that chance right now. I just don't have the energy. So that being said, so welcome Art and Erica and Coop. We'll bring him on in a moment, but he says, hey, everybody. And the lovely and talented Blanca has a rain cloud and a heart. Is it raining where you are? I think it was sprinkling here a little bit earlier, but whatever. Let's find your theme song. Here you go, Blanca.
Blanca. Oh, Blanca. Thank you for showing up today. Yay!
All right. And also the wonderful Yvonne. Okay, so since I can't sing along, or I'm choosing not to, that was just a little preview. So Yvonne, let's find your theme song. Here we go.
Yvonne is in the house. Check her out.
Check her out because that's right, she's amazing. Okay, and Art and Erica say we are walling the dog. Uh-oh. Perry people, energy Perry people, and we are walling the dog. Man, you guys are batting 100. Anyway, just kidding. And the sun is in her eyes. Can't see the keyboard. Perry people is funny though. Yep. Okay. Thanks, guys. And Blanca says it's not raining. She just chose to have a little theme, a little rain cloud emoji. Okay. So that being said, welcome to anybody watching live or in the future. I appreciate you being here. Welcome to another Monday. Yeah, what is going on with me? We'll just get that out of the way. Well, I've been very, very focused on my new thing I keep alluding to, and I'm not being so secretive about it, but I'm still not going to talk about it today. Yeah, I want to prove myself a little bit before I talk anything up. But I intend to be very good at this new thing, and I have a mentor who's made $1 gazillion from it. So anyway, so we'll leave that at that. Let's see. Well, of course. Oh yeah, well, it's not an of course. I got my book back from my editor on Friday, and yeah, and she's really treating it as she said, you know, maybe I'll want to have another quickie final round, or maybe this is the final round. And it's looking pretty final roundish to me. And, you know, she brings up things that, you know, if I didn't have an editor, yeah, it's good to have an editor, even when you think you're a great editor. I've always said I would be a great editor. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, and the things she brings up are a little bit like, And one of the things, and I'll just say it here because Sadie never watches, my best friend of a gazillion years never watches this, which I get. Um, but yeah, I have a chapter about her because I figure, well, she's my best friend and I've written a book. Why not include her? Of course, she's been a big part of my life. But Julie is like, um, yeah, I forget how she presented it to me, but it was very like, what would you call that? Like with kid gloves. Like, I know this is a sensitive subject, but the Sadie chapter does not fit in anywhere. It doesn't go with the theme of the book, and it's probably better as a little bit of an extra acknowledgement. And I think she's absolutely right. I know this is super boring. Um, yeah. But there's things I have to deal with that I don't want to, but I'm not getting super triggered. And I finally read over the 10 pages of notes she wrote me. Um, uh, I read it all the other day and I did get a little overwhelmed and just throwing out tricks and things that help me, in case it helps you. I decided to just really sit with the discomfort and just I close my eyes, and I even have a chapter about it in my own book. Oh,
Drink.
yeah, I have a chapter about it, and and basically I talk about one tool that I use is to just really when the shit is hitting the fan, if I can, I sit down quietly. I sit down, be quiet, close my eyes, and just lean into the feelings without making them mean anything, without any ideas of like, oh, I should look at this or handle this, and just allow the energy to flow through me and let it process that way. And sometimes that takes care of old energy. Don't always have to do a bunch of energy work, although you might call this energy work, just being present with your energy. But um, yeah, and I found that I was able to just feel through it and let it be what it is. And it's just, I believe old energy is looking, just like all of us as people, old energy is looking for acknowledgement. And, um, like they say, like when a man is mansplaining, or as I like to say to Dave, McCannsplaining, um, because I'm so clever. Um, Sometimes you hear about women saying like, I don't want my man or my partner to solve anything. Well, I disagree. Sometimes I just want somebody to solve something for me, but really you just want to be heard. And that's how I feel about this old energy that was bubbling up. So I was just kind of paying attention and letting it throw its like little tantrum and just acknowledge it, and just let it be what it was. And I thought, well, when I'm done with that, maybe I'll check in energetically and clean up anything else. And it just it kind of just did its thing, and I felt complete. And when I feel complete, then I don't feel like I need to go ahead and check anything. Okay, so yeah, but man, Julie points out things like I got a whole like paragraph from her about there's a chapter where I talk about when Trump was elected, I was beside myself with all the horrible feelings, nothing can ever be good again. And then I realized, I think I say, duh, I'll check myself and clean it up. And she gave me the history of the word duh. And yeah, I'm not going to use the word duh so much, I guess. I'm going to try not to. And she said it was, people who have basically mental challenges. That was a word used in the past as something mean to say about people with mental challenges. And man, that is the last thing I want to do. And she said it was self-effacing for me and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay. I don't see it that way, but my editor lady does, and that's okay. I know this is super boring. But let's talk about it some more. And one thing she shared, and she shared one of these with me last time too, is it's so lovely because she's not a magic person. I think she's magic in her own ways, but when I say magic person, I don't think she's terribly like, she's great as she is. This is no put down at all. Lucky her if she's not super sensitive. Um, but she's found energetic or clearing or relief just in editing my book, which is so lovely. And I can't think now what she brought up. but I know she's more aware of triggers contain magic, and even though she handled her trigger in a different way than I would, um, yeah, she was able to get through it and work through it so it's no longer getting her attention. Anyway, it's lovely that my non-magic person editor is getting value from my book as well. So, yay. Okay, yeah, we are very close to 11:11. So let's go ahead and look for a fun picture for when we make a wish. How about this silliness that I made a while back? Just another Dave in Paradigm. Okay, anyway, look at my adorable outfit. Okay, can it just be 11:11 already? Now that I've got us all queued up, as Dave often says, it's hard to be cool sometimes. It's hard to be cool a lot of the time. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go back to the picture. It's 11:11 on the West Coast, and I don't care what time it is where you are. Let's all make a wish. Here we go. Okay, and I hope all of our wishes come true if it's safe and appropriate and for our highest good and well-being. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I was going to say something else about the book. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, but I'm planning for its release to be on June 6th. And I don't know if I mentioned this last week or not, but when I did a session with Mimi around it, and she found that she was looking at dates that looked especially good astrology wise, not only for myself, but for everyone. And when it came down to June 4th was a good one and June 6th. And I'm like, oh, June 4th, I like those numbers. And then she's like, June 6th has these other qualities that are exceptional. And then she pointed out, well, numerologically, um, say that 3 times fast, if that's even a word. Yeah, so that would be on 6, and if you add up 2024, 2024, that's another 6. And yeah, I'm sorry if I've already talked about this, but it's kind of trippy to me because when she said that, she's like, "Oh, 666." And I'm like, no. And she's like, "Well, sixes, I guess, are very feminine, and I see this." Yeah, I think who decided this number was evil and linked to the devil or whatever. I'm not a religious person, first of all, but I'm still like when I see somebody's license plate that says 666, I'm like, ooh, I would change that. But I've been reminded by, since I know a lot of acupuncturists, 666 is a magic number or a very auspicious number in China. And there's a lot more of them than there are us in America. Um, so are they all wrong? And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or what I'm going on is, yeah, it's like maybe it was somehow linked to witches that were inherently bad and, out to basically drag magic women down, magic people, but especially women. And I'm taking that fucking number back. So, my book is all about, I mean, it's great for anybody to read, but it's specifically written towards women, magic women, sensitive magic women, and we're going to take that fucking number back, as I mentioned. Um, yeah, it's like that number's not going to be the boss of me. Yeah, so let's see. There's a couple of comments here. Okay, so all right. So the first comment is Shannon. Happy Magic Monday, everybody. Hey, Dr. Shannon. Hey. And let's go ahead and play your theme song. So give me a moment so I don't go cross-eyed. Okay. Here you go.
Shannon, Shannon, Shannon is here. Hey, Dr. Shannon.
Okay. Welcome. And oh, so first Blanca said, my mom, and then she says, her mom believed she had the mark of the beast, aka devil, I guess. What in the hell does that mean? So like a birthmark? Or and then she labeled it the mark of the beast. Yikes. That's not creepy. And if she was telling you that when you were a little kid, what does that do to you? Ugh. Anyway, life is interesting, and we're all here to have our own experiences. And I truly believe we're all just points of light of the same, whatever you want to call it, universe, God, yeah, universal energy. And we're really all here to have our own experiences. We're not all here to see things the same way. Um, yeah, and I'm glad I didn't have to see that that I had the mark of the beast growing up. Um, 6/16/61. Hmm. Well, so I guess there are some sixes in there. Anyway, so fun stuff. Yeah, so I'm really focused on my new thing, and that's where a lot of my energy is right now. So extra bear with me today. So let's go ahead and bring Coop on, and yeah, yeah, that's my that seems to be my go-to. And whenever I do watch this back, it's like, oh my god. Yeah. Okay, yeah, or whatever it is I say. I say it a lot. So I apologize. Okay, so that being said, where was I going? I don't even know. Oh yeah. No one's gonna accuse me of being too slick. Okay, so let's bring Coop on, shall we? Here we go.
Ooh, ooh, we're catching up with Coop. We're catching up with Coop. Yeah.
Okay. Hey Coop,
Hey there. Hey, everybody.
how you doing?
I'm good. It's a lovely sunny day. It's been beautiful the last few days. I mean, like birds chirping and
Yeah,
flowers
right?
blooming, and yeah. So
I've been hearing a woodpecker a whole bunch.
I
Yeah.
just heard some geese fly over. So yeah, they're flying somewhere.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I guess I don't know much about 666 either. It's the mark of the beast. The beast should be known by its mark, and that's in the Bible, it's like some seven-headed beast that comes out of the ocean, but it's been like, well, like Jehovah's Witnesses believe it refers to like world government and like human political institutions in opposition of religious authority kind of thing. That's how that's the beast, at least to them anyway. So that's the thing. The book of Revelations is pretty freaky, and people can find all kinds of things they want to look for in there. So. Yeah, I like to take it back. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, it's like I didn't see that coming. I didn't see any of this book stuff coming, quite frankly. Oh, and Art and Erica say, "Hey, Coop."
Hey guys.
So, so what's going on in your world this week?
Well, I need to get some money flowing, so I finally finished up my studying again for signing agent stuff. So yeah, so I've been I need to actually make some appointments and go out and do some actual work. So that's kind of where I've got my toe. We're up to the line.
Yeah.
So now I have to actually go. And I spent my whole life. I've worked since I was like 11 or 12. I had paper out. I get up every day before school and do papers, and all through high school I did that. And then one time I had two jobs. I had a paper out. Then I'd take the bus to Concord for high school, and then take the bus back and go to work at the bowling alley till 11 o'clock. I was getting like 6 hours sleep a night when I was a freshman in high school. So I don't know where this whole and I've always worked, even all through high school and through college, and so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I really burnt myself, but yeah, I'm like almost afraid to go to actually, I'm worried about losing all my free time, but then I lay around here all the time and think about I'm wasting my life and I'm not doing anything, and so I'm ready to go on that. And then we've talked a little bit about other opportunities, and I still have some. I want to get some T-shirts up going for that, and work on an app for you for your book. I think I still time to have those launched simultaneously, so that's not really a problem. Yeah, I have a lot of things I want to get done, and I haven't been doing it. We talked about that last week, was procrastination. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I think I laid the foundation for some real action this week. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Is I have like a month and a half of money left. So yeah, I want to get some coming in before it actually runs out. That'd be good.
Do you
That's
know
kind
how
of,
you're going to get people like to know that you're a notary,
but yeah,
or do you have, like a list or something that?
there's like third party companies that will like they have the contacts with the title companies and the mortgage companies, and so they have the jobs. So basically, they're like a third party broker, I guess. They take a little bit off the top, but yeah, they just tell me where to go every day, and yeah, I'm just doing my budget. If I can do like 2 appointments a day, I'll have all my bills covered. So it's not like it's even a huge. I'll have plenty of time to work on other more interesting things. So yeah, it really sounds perfect actually. So I don't know. Yeah,
Are you going to sign up for one of those places?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's good. A good way to start. Then as I get more experience, I can maybe cut them out and
Sure.
save the slices that they take, and I'll get some direct work with. Yeah, get in with a title company or something like that. That'd be really great. So yeah, I guess people do make $120,000 a year doing this. So
Yeah, I guess if you get involved, like if you get to be the, like you said, title company, like I know about these things, if they're constantly
yeah,
having people find shit for houses or whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing is, at least we're around here, even though mortgage rates have gone up a lot, that cut a lot of demand out. There's still so many people moving to this area that have to buy houses. There's still houses moving, and the prices are. Yeah, my price didn't go down practically at all for my house.
Good.
It's just in demand. So it is. It's a seasonal business cycle kind of thing. So there's more than there's less. So. Yeah. But
that's
yeah,
I have time for other things, other interests.
Exactly. It really does sound perfect for me because, I mean, yeah, I have a lot of other things I'd like to do than just. But yeah, I just need to actually do it. Is my whole bugaboo, my whole hang up. So, but I'm like I said, right there, my toes right on the line. I just have to like lean over a little bit. Yeah. I'm on my way. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing for the rest of today and tomorrow.
Well, that sounds kind of great if you, at least at the beginning, to get your feet wet, sign up with this whoever, and if you can just get some people fed to you, delicious people.
Yeah, like I said, like 10 a week would be great. That's not a whole lot.
So. Yeah, it really isn't.
No.
Oh, well, that's exciting.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of where my mind's at. Is like, I mean, yeah, I've had this has been coming for many months, and of course I have procrastinated, but yeah, no, I mean, I guess I haven't really done zero. I guess I have done a lot of preparation. I've got myself ready to do this, so yeah, time to go.
Yeah, this has been a long process, and you've been seeing it through. That's great. Give yourself some credit.
I could have done this 6 months ago. I could have been doing it. It's been I really have been knowing the money has been coming in. I just have a bad habit of really taking it easy on myself. I'm not hard on myself very often. So
you might want to play with the idea of, instead of saying like, I could have done this for months and all the things that you've done wrong, just like, well, what I do is I talk out loud to the universe. And if that was me, like, I've been just wasting my time. And it's like, okay, how have I not been wasting my time? Like, where are my wins here? Like, just as your friend, I'll just say one thing. Knowing where you were at, say 5 years ago, you are in such a different place. And that is a huge win. Like there are all kinds of wins, even if it's just that you walked the dogs today and you're such a good dog dad. Like start like pumping yourself up, and it really does shift your energy. Just saying, you don't have to even talk about work stuff. Just like, what are all the things you've been doing right? Instead of like, it really shifts your energy, and you might want to consider that. Just saying.
Yeah, no, I got really good at that. That's been part of my whole journey. I guess the last year and a half or so. That's when I was really, really like so depressed I couldn't brush my teeth or get the mail kind of thing.
Yeah.
So but that was part of my everyday deal. And I guess human nature. It wasn't an issue for very long, so I kind of got out of the habits I had built as far as acknowledging what progress I had made and that kind of thing. So but yeah, that makes me feel better. Obviously, if I reframe that and and there's really, I mean, I have all the tools I need. I have everything set. I mean, I've got my,
That's a win.
I mean, yeah. See, so it's like there's really there's zero obstacles. It's just, my mental wall. It's like, oh, I haven't worked in so long, and I kind of have a little bit of a. But that was I was always the kind of kid. Like, gee, I know that water is really really cold, and I was always kind of just jump in. I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
put a toe in first and go in slow. Yeah, I was never that kind of guy. So yeah, so I'm pretty much. I just need to take the plunge.
And count your wins, like for sure. And I don't do this a lot, but I keep seeing it referred to, and I kind of don't want to do it because I'm a little sweaty, I think. But just like the yeah.
It's dark, you can't tell.
But like standing like in a power stance for a few minutes, like before you go into a situation. Have you heard of that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah, you could look it up. I mean, it's like I think maybe doing this also, like say you're going into that big meeting or whatever your thing is you're going into, and you want to build yourself up a little bit and feel more powerful. Like this is like, I believe it's just a power stance, and you just stand there like that for a few minutes, and it's supposed to really shift your energy.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Use what you got. There's like so many free things you can do for yourself. And I just want to emphasize, if you keep just beating yourself up, that is doing nothing except making you feel like shit. And it's just guilting you into it, rather than, okay, let's play up the positive energy and get your energy field into something where you're going to attract more good stuff, rather than just more evidence of how you're just a fucking loser or whatever you're saying to yourself. By the way, you're not a loser. Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, I spent a lot of time.
How you think about yourself and what you're saying to yourself matters.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time working on that previously, and I had gotten better about it, and so I kind of fell out of the habit of working on it. But yeah, I know it. You're saying that. Yeah, the last 4 days, I guess. Yeah, I've been beating myself up. So yeah, enough of that. And that's it's a total waste of energy. It can all be what's done is done, and to dwell on it. Because that was what put me. Well, a lot of what put me in my hole before was just dwelling on past mistakes and things that weren't. And it is such a complete waste of energy, waste of time. So yeah.
And just another idea, and you and I talked about this years ago, but you can do a shame dump.
Oh, right.
Or whatever the thing is that's getting to you, like, oh, you're feeling shame about you having all the things you're so horrible about you or whatever. Write that shit down. Like, write it down, put it somewhere, and then later today, go back to it and reread it and see if anything loosens up. Just getting it out of your head and bringing light to it is magical. And if you want to take it a step further, find somebody to read it to out loud.
Right.
That's where the magic, like, that was another magic step for me when, Dave is like, well, why don't you read it to me? And I'm like, oh, and it's just life-changing. I feel so much better about things like, I've said for a long time, like, I'm just inherently lazy. And the way I live my life, people might think, oh, that bitch is lazy. Except, am I? Like, I'm not constantly doing something. I love watching TV. Everyone knows I like that. Which keeps me sane. It's lovely. And somehow, in the midst of my laziness, I wrote a book, and I've been a doctor, and I've created, somehow I've allowed in and created a healing system that's made life better and better, which I share in my book. And it's like, how fucking lazy could I be? Like, would I have been more productive if I was forcing myself to do a job I fucking hated and was killing my soul, my county job back in the day? Is that considered, like, I was going all the time? But I wasn't creating the things I've created now in my laziness. So that really, like me just writing down, like, I'm lazy. And it's like, oh, it's so hard to write it down. And now I can just fucking say it. It's like, yeah, and I still bite my nails, but so what? I'm really good at it. I've been doing it for like 53 years at least, probably. Whatever. Just reading it out loud to Dave, like who I'm like, I would always think like, oh, he's judging me. And when I read it out loud to him, he's like, and I still love you. Like, whatever. And it just takes something away. I'm not kidding. So so I just offer that to you if you ever want to do it and you want somebody to hear you or just witness you. And it's not about fixing anything. Like when you hear somebody do their shame dump, it's not like, oh no, you're not that. No, it's just listening. Just witnessing. Witnessing can be miraculous. So just saying. I have every faith in you for what it's worth, but I know you're an intelligent monkey, and yeah, and you've got a lot to offer, and you've been doing a lot of healing, and yeah, you'll be great when you decide to be, when you're ready.
I think I'm ready.
Yeah, and you've
I'm
been
not used to yeah, just I'm not used to being ready.
so acclimate to that. And sometimes, like I've mentioned a million times, is that I have to, oh God, that just fell out of my head. I wonder if we need to do some magic because I'm having trouble holding a thought all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think we should.
Let's just check in real quick. My name is Colleen. Nope. Okay. So how about, are we ready to stop beating this to death? Okay. So, yeah. So it's safe and appropriate to do some magic for the group. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get to it. And let's do a quick grounding. And sorry, my brain just went to what Julie said about my grounding process. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Pick a chakra, any chakra, and let's see if I can hold a thought long enough and then see who or what I'm testing as. So, do you have a chakra you want to go from, Coop?
Heart's my favorite chakra.
Heart. Okay, let's go with that. So, heart chakra, which color green. So, if you can, sit quietly, close your eyes, and let's picture our heart chakra energies, that beautiful green light expanding outside of our bodies, filling the room we're in, filling our city, state, county. No, city, county, state, country, planet, out into the far reaches of the universe. We're sending some of that energy down into beautiful Mother Earth Gaia. We're forming deep, deep roots to ground us. We're also opening up our crown chakras. And I wish you could see the visual of how I see that opening. I don't know what the words would be. Almost like a lotus. Anyway, so allowing the cosmic energy to move through us and meet up with Gaia energy, forming an interface between heaven and earth through us. Okay, so we'll check for some dead people real quick, and then we'll see if that's the next thing to do. Should we check for dead people first? No. We're going to check for who or what I'm testing. Okay, so I'm just going to make a note to myself to go back and check for any dead people in a sec, but that is not our next step. So, all right, so my name is Colleen. No, I'm testing as someone else. I am. Okay, this is a human on the planet. No, this is somebody in non-physical form. Yes, this non-physical somebody comes from the light, comes from the light, comes from the light, and nope. They come from the dark, come from the dark, come from the dark. They do. Okay, this is a dark female. Yeah, this is a dark male. No. Okay, this dark female is primarily interested in me. No. Okay, my answers are getting tiny. Okay, let me see if I can do better if I support my elbow. Okay, so, nope. Okay, so this dark somebody is primarily interested in somebody watching live. Yes. Okay, they're interested in a male. Yes. A female? No. Is this Coop? She's all yours, Coop.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so,
Wow.
So let me make a note to myself. So I'm testing as a dark female And she is primarily interested in you. Okay, so this dark female is interested in Coop from this current lifetime? No. She has a connection to Coop from a prior lifetime? Yes. Okay, so let's ask the big question, which will determine which way we go here. This dark female is interested in my help in returning to grace, meaning the light. Yes. Okay, good. All right. So there's something we can do to help her return to the light? Yes. Would it be helpful to know which lifetime the connection was for you and Coop? Yes. Okay, for Coop, this was exactly 1 lifetime ago, 2 lifetimes ago. Okay, I get 2 lifetimes ago for you, Coop. Okay. So something negative happened between the 2 of you? Yes. Something negative happened to the 2 of you? No. So something between you guys. Okay. Would it be helpful to know what your relationship was? Yeah. Okay. This was a romantic relationship? Yes. This was a familial relationship? No. Okay. So romantic. Okay. So just to make it simple, was one of you the bad guy in this scenario? Yes. Okay. The bad guy was the bad guy was Coop? Yes, the bad guy was this dark chick. No. Okay, you did something to her, Coop, that was so awful that she went to the dark side. Oh,
Sorry.
I'm just being silly and playful. It's like, yeah, whatever. I'm just getting information. So, okay. So is there something we can do to clean up whatever happened between this dark chick and Coop in this past life, and so that she returns to grace? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. Okay. All right. So this is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1. Yes. In row 3. No. Okay. So we're looking at a negative portal that needs to be sealed up. All right. This is a dimensional spiral portal. Ooh, it is. Okay. Not just a simple, as I playfully call them, seal them up. Okay, so this is in the Black Spell Portal family. This is in the special category. Others, occult and wizardry, physical hidden Merkaba, okay, or Merkaba. I never know how to say that. I'm afraid I'm putting my emphasis on the wrong syllable. Okay, been saying that like since junior high school. Okay, physical hidden Merkaba. Okay, this is in column A. No, this is in column B. Okay, this is density vortex. Okay, the name of this portal is density vortex. Okay, this density vortex negative portal is ready. So this needs to be cleaned up for both Coop and this dark chick. Yes, this is going to be taken care of for both of you. This is going to be taken care of by my team of 4. Yes, they take care of the dimensional spiral portals. So Merlin, Archangel Michael, Ganesh, and Homeopathic, are you ready? Yes. You guys come from light, come from light, come from light. Yes. Come from the dark, come from the dark, come from the dark. No. Okay. Are you ready and willing, and it's safe and appropriate from the light to dimensionally spiral this density vortex physical hidden Merkaba dimensional spiral portal out of Coop and the dark chick's experience? Yes. Okay. Are we ready? We are. That was a lot of words. I'm going to close my eyes and hold space. Here we go. Say goodbye to your little negative portal. Okay. All right, team. Have we successfully dimensionally spiraled this portal out of Coop and the Dark Chick's experience? Yes. Okay. So she comes from the light, comes from the light, comes from the light. She does. Comes from the dark, comes from the dark, comes from the dark. No. Okay. Are we complete with her? Wow. Okay. That was like, oh, that was too easy. I always get a little suspicious when things are too easy, although I want everything to be too easy. So I think. Do I? Okay. All right. So my name is Colleen. Oh, okay, cool. My name is Colleen. All right. So let's go back and see if there's any dead people that need to any stuck souls that need an exit strategy for anybody watching now or in the future. So do we have any dead people that are ready to move on? No questions asked. Yes. Okay. Is Jesus our best escort? Yep. Jesus, are you ready? Yep. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Okay. Have we successfully released the dead people for anybody watching now in the future? Yep. Okay, cool. Thank you, Jesus. All right. So, is there something energetic to do for the group today? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A in an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3, 5, 5. Okay. Shattered energy field. Okay. So, for whoever needs it, watching now or in the future, it's safe and appropriate to witness your shattered energy field back into coherence. Yes, this is safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? We are. Give me a moment. Okay. Have we successfully witnessed witnessed anybody who needed it, their shattered energy field back into coherence? Yes. Okay. So we're complete with that. Yes. Is there anything else to do for the group today? Yes. How have 41 minutes passed already? That's fascinating to me. I thought I had nothing to say. Okay, silly me. Okay, so is there something else to do for the group today, watching now or in the future? Yes. Okay, this is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A in an odd numbered row. No. In row 2, 4, 6, 8, 8. Okay, so there's an energetic cord that needs to be cut. Anything else we need to understand about this? No. So for whoever needs this, watching now or in the future, it's safe and appropriate to cut this energetic cord. That's all we need to know. Is this safe and appropriate from the light? Yep. Okay, let's do it. Give me a moment. Okay, have we successfully cut this cord for whoever needed it? Yes. Cords are funny to me. Not funny, haha, but or they're fun, I should say, because over the years, when I cut cords for people, especially other magic people, they tell me how they do it and how I currently do it. Well, what I've been told is like, I remember years and years ago, somebody saying like, oh, I use a machete and I do this and that. And for me, it's more of, maybe it's from my cadaver lab days, putting on dead bodies to learn about the magic of how our bodies are constructed. Well, that was a smelly event. But anyway, I use an X-Acto knife. So I picture the cord being cut with an X-Acto knife, and then I immediately cauterize the wound with some golden light.
Oh.
Just in case you're wondering how I do it. And just to, in case you're not aware with energy work, there is not one way to do anything, which I think is lovely. And it leaves me open to just all the beautiful, recognizing the beautiful possibilities that come into my experience for deeper healing. And you can do it too if you are inclined, and I'll tell you more about it in hold, here we go, in my book. That's
Drink.
Right. Okay, and we have a comment. Is that a ninja, Blanca? I think it, oh, I'll show it again. Is that like a little ninja person? Oh, maybe that's supposed to be a machete. Is that what it is? Cutting a cord? Anyway, just saying.
That's
if you
nothing for me. It just shows two empty boxes for me.
Huh.
Weird.
Weird.
On Windows. So I don't know what that means.
All right. So blah 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 blah. Not to be confused with blah 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 blah. I think Scott Baio is kind of a gross person, but he was a good Bob blah blah on Arrested Development.
There's
anyway,
the Bob blah 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 blog.
Bob blah blah's blah blah.
He was going to go home and work on his blog, the Bob blah 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 blog.
Yeah, because he was a lawyer. Right?
Yes.
Anyway, important business. Oh, and if anybody wants a good podcast to listen to, How We Got Weird, or how, now that I'm trying to recommend it, but it's Vanessa Bayer and her brother, Jonah. Vanessa from Saturday Night Live. They talk to celebrities and friends about like things that made them weird growing up. And today's guest was, I was going to say Barry, but why can't I think of his name? Barry.
Bill Hader?
Thank you, Bill Hader. And it was
Okay.
a really great episode. It was super funny. And TMI, put on your earmuffs if you're sensitive, too sensitive to hear me talk about enemas. But as I was holding a quart plus in my, you know, and I held it like for an hour. I'm kind of weird like that. Anyway, they made me laugh so hard. And it's always a test of my sphincters, which apparently are pretty strong. Oh, and so just so we can poof everything I was just talking about. That was a poof. Art and Erica say we did a cord cutting ceremony the other night and used actual candles with a cord tying the two together. Then you light the candle that represents you and it burns apart. Oh, I love it. That's great. Yeah, I love the rituality of it. I think I just made up a word. Oh my God, did I even mention my sponsor today?
No.
Yeah, we're just we have a fan. What am I trying to say? Friends of the show. We're bringing back Chris Rock's Paper Scissors once again with the reminder, because they've had some problems here, not to be used on hair. Sadie. Okay. Yeah, she used paper cutting scissors on my hair. I think it was right after I graduated from Davis. Yeah, and I was about to go. Well, no one will care about this except you, Coop. I was about to go visit John Avina in Virginia or Washington, D.C., and he was trying to set me up with his awful roommate. Anyway, and I had Sadie like try to trim my hair like an idiot with paper scissors. And the big funny, not funny line was me telling her in tears, "I hope we can still be friends," as I stormed into my room. But more importantly, this just in, we were listening to a podcast while playing Carcathon the other day, and Neil Brennan was, I think, whoever it was interviewing, having trouble with real names, Marty DeBurgi / Rob Reiner, and he mentioned that they're working on a Spinal Tap too.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
And that movie was made over 40 years ago.
Yeah, it was 80. It was definitely, yeah, mid-80s.
I think they made it in 82, but it came out in 84 or something like that.
Sounds about right.
Well, that's what the director said. So I'll assume it's right. Yeah, a new Spinal Tap of these aging rock stars. I cannot wait. So excited. I wonder if they're going to do any shows, because like Sadie and I got at least 2 of them. Like they do these little mini tours, and luckily San Francisco was one of their stops. And to see the Folksmen open up for Spinal Tap.
So they like went back and changed their costumes and came out of Spinal Tap, basically.
Oh my God, basically. Or was it the Folks? Yeah. Anyway, and I've seen a Mighty Wind tour, so I kind of get those mixed up because that's where the Folksmen were playing. Anyway, poof. Hey, let's do some more magic, shall we? Yeah, I don't think I had anything specific I was going to do, and if I did, I apologize. Okay, so is there any more magic to do for the group today? Yes, this is on my master menu. Yes, this is in column A. No. Column B, yes. In an odd numbered row, yes. In row 1, 3, okay. The ever popular shared chakras. So once again, a shared chakra in my world means entangled energy with somebody else. And in a sound, it's bleh. It's not good. I don't care if it's with the person you love the most or hate the most or anything in between. It's not good. You want to get your own energy back. So that being said, we're looking at a shared first chakra. Ooh. Okay. So root chakra. Yeah. Anything else we need to understand about this before we separate everyone's first chakra energies? Nope. So it's safe and appropriate from the light to separate our first chakra energies from whoever or whatever they're attached to or entangled with. Yep. Okay, here we go. All right. So, have we successfully separated our first chakra energies from whoever you're entangled with? Yes. Okay, cool. And this just keeps popping into my mind, so I'll say it. So I think it was Thursday night, um, Thursday evening, Dave was just like, just, I don't even know how to describe it. Just, he was just an emotional, he was not feeling good, and his right shoulder was hurting. And he is somebody, thanks his mom, who's no longer with us. We always attributed this to his mom, Marita. Of like something happens and like, oh, like the world is ending. Like, oh, my right shoulder hurts, so I have cancer there. It's like this huge leap. And so I've gotten just real used to just holding space for him, not getting worked up unless I get triggered from it. That's another story. But I get to just hold space and I just listen, and I'm like, okay, so are you willing to look at this energetically? Yeah. But he gets to the point where, not to be airing his stuff, but I think it's helpful. Otherwise I wouldn't mention it. Yeah, he goes to, I'm feeling old, I'm falling apart. And then he worries about not being able to, support me, to be, keeping a chiropractor, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, that used to freak me out. Now it's like, okay, Muffin, let's see, like what's behind that? What's the energy behind it? Because it's happening to him specifically. So what in him is trying to express itself? Like, I don't think our shoulders are supposed to just be hurting just because. Like, there's energy behind that. And so we peeled it apart energetically, and that brought some relief. And we did some chiropractic and whatnot. But so that was Thursday night. And I was like that night, I'm like, do you think you'll go to work tomorrow? He's like, I don't know. And then the next day, he felt it a little bit, but he was fine. And then we worked on it some more. And Saturday, he felt fine. And then Sunday night, I asked him, like, how are you feeling with your shoulder? He's like, oh, I feel good. Like, he was working it out and everything. And before, like, he could barely move it. And it's like, I just keep reminding me, keep this in mind. Next time something happens, train yourself to go to, my shoulder hurts. And maybe you go to that scary place. But then what I've trained myself to remember is like, oh, is this a medical emergency? Or is like, something's trying to get my attention. And for him, it's on his right side. So it's like, that's the first thing I always go to is like, moving forward or not. And it's trying to get your attention. It's like, it's just clues. So I'm just saying this in case that helps anybody. Because there's a different, what I'm trying to say is there's a different way to look at things rather than what we're taught and what all the commercials tell us and all the drugs we can have or the surgeries we can have. So we can eliminate the symptoms that are showing up for us that are clues. They're clues. They're important clues. And if the clue's not going to give you the message in one way, well, what is it going to try to do next time? Like, how's it going to manifest next time? So pay attention. Anyway, I have a lot of energy around this because I get it. Why doesn't everybody else get it? It's part of my frustration. I have this thing, like, I finally like, oh, aha, why doesn't everyone else get this yet? Anyway, but when you start looking at things like that and you have a way of dealing with it energetically, it's mind-blowing how your world opens up. My world has opened up, and I'm so much less fearful when something physical happens. Yeah, I pretty much don't go straight to worrying about it. Anyway, I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say.
Yeah, that was good.
And gratefully, I have my book, drink, to help say it, because my energy is going elsewhere. Like I'm still doing energy work, of course, and I'll do sessions, as they come into my world. Yeah, but it's really nice having my book, like, so I don't feel. I've what I realize is doing this book has been so important in so many ways, and most of it is to get it out of me. So I don't feel like so other people can understand this without me being at the heart of it. Like, I'm not saying this right. Blanca says, I'm not sure how this fits in, but because of YOLO, which is funny. Coop and I used to live in YOLO County. That's where UC Davis is. And I get it. It's only, you only lived once, live once. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I just need to poof myself right now. But I want people to understand that there is a different way to look at it. And so rather than me just try to keep saying it, go buy my book. It'll tell you all about it. I'd feel negligent if I didn't do this book. And yeah, this baby is about to come out of me, and it's about time, and I'm ready to focus on other things. Always doing energy work, though, of course. Okay. I'm so fucking tired of hearing my voice right now. So let's see if there's one more thing to do magic-wise, and then we'll get out of here. And I can have my coffee for the day. Okay, so anything else to do for the group? Yep. Okay, this is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1. Yes. In row 3. Yes. In row monkey. Okay. So my name is Colleen. No, I'm testing as someone else. Yes. This is a human on the planet. This is somebody in non-physical. So somebody non-physical. They come from the light, come from the light, come from the light. Yes, come from the dark, come from the dark, come from the dark. No, this is a male. This is a female. Okay, it's a female. It's a female. One of these guys. Nope. One of these guys. So an ascended master. Okay, this is Lakshmi. Nope. Sekhmet. Ooh, Sekhmet making a late appearance. Okay, Sekhmet. If you don't know Sekhmet, you can look her up. She's badass. And I always get the impression that she is very pro-female. She's depicted as a lioness or a cat, I forget. Ancient Egypt. Osiris was her brother / lover. Okay, not to be judgy, but ew. Yeah. Anyway, my brain's going in a different direction. Anyway, okay, Sekhmet, you have something for the group real quick? Yep. Is this something on my master menu? It is. This is in column A, in an odd numbered row. No, in row 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so cord is showing up again. So there's a cord you want to cut for the group? Yes. Do we need any details on this? We do. Okay, is there a word in my binder that encapsulates the vibe of what this cord is connected to? Yeah. This is to the left of my divider. Okay. Give me a moment. You don't want to miss this. All right. So it's on this page. It's on one of these pages. It's on one of these. It's here. Okay. It's in column A in an odd numbered row in row 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. The word is confusion. Okay. She wants to cut a cord. So you want to cut a cord that's like an energetic leak connecting us to confusion energy. Yes. Okay. So it's safe and appropriate for Sekhmet to go ahead and cut this cord of confusion for all of us who need it, watching now or in the future. Yes. Sekhmet, are you ready? Yes. And do you want my help? No. Okay. So we're ready. Okay. So just relax while Sekhmet cuts this cord of confusion if you need it. That appeared to me like she was pulling it out from the roots. Okay, so Sekhmet, have you successfully taken care of this cord for all of us who need it? Yes. Okay, Sekhmet. Is there anything else? Nope. Are we complete? We are. My name is Colleen. Thank you, Sekhmet. You're awesome. Okay. So anything else for the group right now? Nope. We just hit an hour. Whew. Okay. So we are complete. We are. So thank you for watching, whether live or in the future. I really appreciate you. And thank you, Coop, for being here. I love you. I love you all. And I look forward to seeing you next week with hopefully happy news about my book, Drink. Anyway, any parting words, Coop?
Just thanks for being here. I'm grateful to having been here, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this week. And I hope everybody gets what they need.
Yeah, and hey everyone, let's send extra love to Coop for him to step forward and with all this stuff he's been planning for. Anyway, and Yvonne says, I'm sorry, Art and Erica say thank you both. We appreciate you. Well, we appreciate you too. And Yvonne says thank you both for a great start.
Yeah, thanks everybody for being here.
And unlike last week, we're going to end while playing my theme song. It wasn't until we had cut off and I was like, oops. So bye, y'all. And and just to put it out there, in case anybody needs to contact me, you can contact me at energyhealingwithcolleen.com. And if you want a session or whatevs, or sign up for my newsletter. Anyway, I love you all. And let's go ahead and end as advertised with my beautiful theme song. Here we go. I can do this. Bye.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Cole.